This is the San Antonio Fire Museum, located at 801 East Houston Street in San Antonio, Texas. The museum is adjacent to the world-famous Alamo Plaza and is part of the historic Alamo District. This building was constructed under President Franklin Roosevelt's Works Progress Administration, with the building cornerstone erected in 1938. The architect, John M. Marriott, chose the striking Greek Revival style for the station, which is best evidenced by the recreated Greek pillars on the building's facade. The station was opened and dedicated as Central Fire Headquarters in 1938 and was used as an active fire station until 2011. It housed 3 firefighting units with bunkhouse, locker rooms, showers, and kitchen facilities. It functioned as the central headquarters for the San Antonio Fire Department, with offices for the fire chief and several key officers, fire marshal, fire inspectors, and division chiefs, and maintained personnel records. An adjoining auxiliary building was used for servicing equipment, supplies, delivery, and furniture assembly for all fire stations, the SAFD shops. This historic building once served as an active fire station and the Central Fire Headquarters, and is now the central artifact in the San Antonio Fire Museum collection. A dream becomes a mission when hopeful aspiration turns into personal, purposeful commitment driven by action and a defined plan. In 1995, 5 active San Antonio firefighters had a dream to preserve history of their important work in the community and to save lives by educating the public. That vision became the driving force behind our mission to preserve, honor, and share the heritage of firefighting in the San Antonio area, and to provide fire prevention education for all ages. Open since May 2013, annually 10,000 visitors come to the museum and 1,000 people of all ages participate in our safety education programs. We receive great feedback from our visitors. One visitor noted that the retired firefighters that founded and run this museum are just all-around amazing people, and the museum is top-notch. These are dedicated professionals that will never really retire. This shines through in them as people and in their museum. They've put a lot of time, money, and hard work into a museum everyone can appreciate. Another visitor remarked, "This place is fabulous. We scheduled a field trip here for our homeschool co-op group, and our tour guide, Captain Conrad, was so impressive. He held the children's attention the entire time and had the parents laughing as well. The kids were engaged in a show on fire safety and were able to climb through an ambulance, try on firefighter gear, and run an old fire alarm. Everyone had a blast." Why is a museum dedicated to firefighting so important? A fire occurs every 21 seconds in the United States, and the losses resulting from fire are catastrophic. In 2022, more than 13,000 people were injured in a fire, and more than 3,700 people died. More than half of those injuries and deaths occurred amongst the elderly and children, the people most vulnerable to fire incidents. Fires cause about $18 billion in property damage annually, and nearly 100 firefighters lose their lives protecting our citizens annually. But through response and education, firefighters also save thousands of lives every year. We have capacity in our building to improve our impact on the community. This second-story space, which housed a bunkhouse, locker rooms, and fire chief offices when it was an active fire station, is not available to the general public. Our plan is to make this space ADA accessible, expanding our building capacity by about 10,000 square feet. This renovated second floor will display replicas of headquarter offices and living quarters, along with a flex space to showcase the evolution of firefighting equipment. This space will also include interactive exhibits that provide an educational experience for children and adults that demonstrates the science of fires, how they start, how they spread, and how they can be controlled. Today, the museum includes a wall that honors firefighters that have died in the line of duty. Our plan is to convert an existing breezeway and expand to an entire hall to honor and respect our heroes, showing our gratitude for both fallen and active duty firefighters. Our plan also includes restoring historic fire doors and revitalizing critical infrastructure inside the museum. The San Antonio Fire Museum initiated a capital campaign to raise $8 million to create a Hall of Heroes for fallen and active duty firefighters, to provide ADA access to all floors, allowing for added exhibit and educational space, to restore historical fire doors, headquarter offices, and living quarters, along with revitalizing critical infrastructure, to construct modern interactive exhibits to engage all visitors, and to broaden our positive impact on the community through enhanced fire safety and science programs for schools and all visitors to remain safe and reduce the loss of life and property. With your support, we can preserve the past and ignite the future of San Antonio Fire Museum. We thank you for your vital support of this campaign.